Hello everyone, and welcome to the English Teacher's Guide to creating the perfect speaking and listening assessment piece. And what we're going to do in this video is to ensure you understand exactly how you can achieve perfect marks for that particular aspect of your course. So, let's look at a basic structure of a speech, shall we? Of course, it's got an introduction, main body and conclusion, but your introduction needs to open in an engaging way, which must make your audience listen immediately. This could be achieved through using straw man or anecdote or any other type of technique, which we'll explore in a moment. But you also want to make I think the most effective introductions are the one that doesn't necessarily make the topic instantly clear. And we'll go through that in a moment. Then you move on to your main body, which is linked topic sentences, which use a variety of different techniques in order to engage the audience. That's your detail. So if you're doing a persuasive speech, you probably want to look to include 2 or 3 techniques within each paragraph. Then find your conclusion. Of course, it summarises your whole speech. You want to make sure it ends with real impact in the same way your opening did. And quite often, it's a good idea to go back to that opening image to help create a lovely whole text structure. When you're writing it, of course, it's being listened to. But if you're using this variety of techniques, then it's going to help you achieve a great speech. Additionally, you may be thinking, I might be asked to write a speech for my exams, or just in general, you'll have a speech that's being marked. I have a separate video that you may want to watch for that, but these techniques obviously apply for that as well. Here are a variety of different persuasive techniques that you may want to use if you're being asked to write a persuasive speech or to perform a persuasive speech. Pause this, note them down, print screen it, whatever you need to do. Here are a couple of types of speeches you may be asked to produce. You may be asked to produce a persuasive speech, which we're going to look at in a moment, or you may be asked to speak about a topic of your choice, which again, we're going to look at an example of that in a moment to give you an idea of what perfect marks looks like. Now, here is a persuasive speech. Let's listen to it. But again, remember, I'm not being marked if it is being a spoken assessment. On what I've written is how I say it. So I'll make sure that I maintain eye contact. I'll make sure that I'm thinking about what I'm doing with my hands. So for instance, it may be that you put your hands in front of you. It's quite often use them to help punctuate your speech as well. So make gestures, anything like that. We all remember that first morning. The alarm goes off, but we have no need for it as you've already been excitedly awake for hours. Springing out of bed, you glare at the precious thing that lays before you. As you digest what you have been made on this special day by a gleaming parent, you begin to consider how the day will unfold. Notice my introduction hasn't yet made it clear what my speech is about. You're interested, I hope. After finishing off the last of the cereal you choose this momentous occasion, you run upstairs and begin to place the new garments on, the crisp new trousers or skirt, the delightful new shirt or blouse. But above all else, you've been looking forward to placing the new tie and blazer upon yourself. You finally belong. The first day of school is a special occasion. A big fuss is made of the way we look when we first descend the stairs to be hugged and kissed and photographed by our proud and delighted parental figures. That day is made all the more special by our uniforms, and even though making our loved ones proud of us should be enough, uniforms should be worn for a plethora of reasons. So I sound confident, great vocabulary, great structure. That's what I need to make sure I'm doing. I'm going to read the point and then I'm going to read the conclusion for you so you get an idea of how it all works. Firstly, uniforms help to create a sense of community. We all like to belong. No one wants to be the child sat on their own at lunch, do they? Whenever you watch sporting events or military processions or even groups of choir singers, they have at least one thing in common: uniform. Whenever you watch a group of pilots walk by an airport or see your national side collecting a trophy, or even a postman cycle down the street, they all have one thing in common: uniform. Uniforms help to create a sense of belonging. It helps to create a sense of pride and identity. It helps us to feel as though we belong. Without uniforms, our community will become fragmented and ruined. Pause for dramatic effect. Who would you turn to if you saw an accident and needed immediate help? Who would help you if you needed assistance picking out your new headphones and wanted advice? And who could you turn to if someone you love required immediate medical treatment? Uniforms help us to understand our roles in society, but whilst at times we may appear different, our uniforms help us understand our place in this world and how we can help to make it a wonderful place to live in. There's my introduction, first point, and then I go to my conclusion. You're more than welcome to look at the rest of the speech. So in the future, when you elegantly walk down the stairs on that special first day, I'm going back to the start, aren't I, with your family's eyes moistened by tears of pride, remember that the uniform you have on, whether that be a brand new suit for a high-powered job, or a tracksuit with a national logo emblazoned upon it, or your new school uniform, is a symbol of pride, success, and a measure of your achievements. Thank you for listening. So that's how you can hear as well as see what your speech should look like. That will achieve perfect marks because I've said it without stuttering. I've said it in a way which shows I've got control and command and confidence of it. Now here is part of a speech which is a topic of my choice. I've chosen football, very boyish I know, but you get the idea. Really similar techniques being employed, the same techniques being employed, but for talk about a topic rather than a persuasive topic. With only moments of the game left and with defeat staring us in the face, the ball is intercepted deep in our own half. After deftly jinking past two of the opposition players, the ball is majestically drilled to the right boot of a winger who is able to take it down in a manner which left the millions of television viewers wondering whether he had applied glue to his feet. Seconds remain. The home crowd suddenly rise to their feet. Their fingers are crossed. Their breath is held. Could this be the moment? The winger quickly glances and notices the striker has his hand aloft. After dropping his shoulder to trick the opposition defender, the player releases a homing missile of a cross. The ball is too quick for the keeper to react. The striker's header is too powerful for the man on the line to block. Goal! Only football can offer such drama. Only football combines physical prowess with skill and timing. So this is why I absolutely adore this sport. Then obviously I've got my paragraphs with my detail. I first became a fan of this superb sport when, going into detail. Then another aspect of the sport which I adore is, continue, third one, fourth one, depends on my timing. Then to conclude, so if you want to feel the highest highs and the lowest lows, if you want to feel like you are part of something special, then get yourself down to your local team, sing with your fellow fans, and experience what it is that makes this sport so very special. So you can see really similar techniques, but it's great vocabulary. It's said in a way which is engaging, and I think that's what we need to remember. So some top tips. Make sure you reduce your speech to key notes, so you've got some key prompts. Practice, practice, and practice some more. I would also recommend that you write the whole speech out. Don't write key notes and think that'll be okay. Write the whole speech out so you know what you're practicing. I think what you hopefully have heard is that generating a speech is actually fairly unnatural to how you would normally talk. So think of it like a drama performance. It is dramatic, and I think you need to talk in that way because no one really talks in the same way you do when you deliver a speech. Consider your timings, particularly if you've got a speech which has time restrictions. Make sure you perform to the time, and I would say on the day you're probably going to be 30 seconds longer than you think you would be. And then finally relax. No one wants you to fail. Everyone wants you to do well. Just remember that. It's all about confidence. Then when you get to the discussion part of your speech, take a moment or two before giving an answer. So think about what you're going to do. Don't just rush it. Revise what questions you think you may be asked. And I would also practice the answers to those questions because then you sound more prepared. You sound more confident. That could be done with a parent, a guardian, a friend, whoever. It doesn't matter. When you're responding, ensure you use good vocabulary and answer at length. That's why you need that moment or two to consider what you want to say. And then because it is a discussion, you need to engage the person listening as well. So whenever you give an answer, just simply say, do you agree? What's your view on this? And that will begin to generate the discussion that's required. Above all, it's about being confident, it's about being prepared. And I think if you keep in your head that this is more like a drama performance than it is actually speaking, then you will achieve perfect marks. So thank you very much, and feel free to contact, like and share whatever you wish. Thank you.